You're now listening to Sport Champs.
Let's go. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Sport Champs episode 3. We are on a nice, bright and sunny July 8th. I'm sitting here with my man Dave, my man Winston, my man Deryk, and you are watching Sport Champs. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, y'all? How you guys doing this week?
Good.
Doing good. Eventful week for your boy here. Let's just jump into how our weeks were, man. I hope everybody who is watching's week was good. I hope your guys' bets hit. I hope everybody who won was your person who you wanted to win for the last fights. But I'm going to say good week for your boy, good betting, winning week, good fights week, good concert week. Your boy just got back from seeing Halsey at Red Rocks, cried 3 times. It was amazing. It was amazing, dude. Yeah, man. Other than that, like, I don't know. I'm still living off the high off that show. That show was yesterday. Today's Friday. It doesn't even feel like a Friday for me. For me, it feels kind of like a Saturday.
Gotcha.
Because I took the day off work just to go up there and take it all in. Show started at like 7. She put on a 2-hour set.
Damn.
Jesus. She went in, dude. It was so... It was insane.
Inspire.
Sang every song that I wanted her to sing.
Was it Red Rocks, right?
Red Rocks.
How many times have you been to Red Rocks?
I want to say like 5 times at least.
Nice.
Yeah, or maybe 4 or 5. One of the two.
Hell yeah.
This chick sold out Red Rocks twice in a row, though. 2 nights in a row.
Gotcha.
Like, it looked sold out from my eyes. Like, I don't know if it was like sold out like in the books, but when I went last, so her first show, she sold it out in the pre-sale in minutes. Sold that bitch out, so she had another show, and I think she sold that one out too. To sell out Red Rocks twice is fucking boss.
Yeah.
Back-to-back days on non-weekends.
Yeah, right. No, that's
Like,
crazy.
Damn. Baller status. And she put on a great show. Pyrotechnics, fireworks, fucking... it was just a great show, bro. Still living it. I wish I was still there. Fuck being here. But yeah, man. How was your guys' weeks? You guys know how great mine was.
My week was pretty good. The only, like, I guess it was kind of a plus, so to speak. So I had to get a tooth filling on Tuesday.
Ooh, big week for Dave.
Yeah, if anyone knows me, I am not good with, like, dentists, medical stuff. I get real bad anxiety with that.
I get anxiety, too.
So I go in there, right, and, like, last time I had a filling, I was probably, like, a teenager, so at least a 10-year gap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I go in there. They get me in, like, the room or whatever, and then, like, they do some, like x-rays or whatever, because I had to get x-rays. I hadn't had that done in a minute. And then after that, the dentist himself walks in. He's like, all right, I'm going to numb you up. So, like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, all right, here comes a needle. Lovely. He put this little numbing paste on there and then, like, sat there for, like, 5-6 seconds and then put it in there. I didn't really feel it, but I found out that I have a little bit of a heightened tolerance to the numbing shit, because, like...
Ooh, my man's got a tolerance.
I don't know what to say, but, like, 10 minutes in, he's just like, you should be totally numb by now. Like, how does your lip feel? And I'm like, normal. I can feel it. Feels fine. He's like, what about, like, the injection site? I'm like, okay, that's kind of numb. So another 5 minutes goes by, does the whole procedure, and, like, I was in and out of that dentist in maybe, like, 35 minutes. I was shocked.
Fire.
Yeah.
Old dude or young? Old dude or young dude?
It's an older dentist, but
older dentists are the fire ones.
He was really good. It was really cool. It was really, like, painless. So
fucking A.
It was kind of like I was nervous, but for no reason. It wasn't like the bottom of the tooth. It was like the back tooth, like where it, like, touches the back of your mouth, like where the toothbrush doesn't reach very well. So
my man's getting filled.
Yeah, that was tough.
Man's out here getting filled. You getting filled, Winston, or what?
No, definitely not. What I was filled with
Winston
was
had
joy.
Winston had
joy.
Winston had a way cooler week than you.
Yeah, well, the only other thing I did was I got my hair cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy's living adult life, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's about it.
How was that week, Winston?
It was good. Yeah, I filled with joy because we watched the fights with the homies. That was dope.
Mm-hmm.
The fights were pretty good. Some of the fights were whack. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun chilling with the homies, watching fights, drinking some alcoholic beverages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, shout out Big Bear.
Shout out to Big Bear.
But yeah. No, I mean, that was good. That's pretty much all everything that was eventful. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I love that you started with the fights, because we had some good fights. I liked them. I liked him. But other than the fights, let's start with these current sport news. I'm not going to start with the fights ones, even though those ones are on the top. Let's go to some other shit. Let's go to like Baker Mayfield getting traded to the Panthers. How about that, huh?
Damn.
Good team for him to be on, I think. What do you guys think?
I saw a hilarious meme, and I'm a huge Baker Mayfield fan, but the quarterbacks since, like, I think 2017 that have thrown the most interceptions, or 2018, first place is Baker Mayfield, and second place is Sam Darnold.
Yikes.
Same team.
Yeah.
But I'm really, honestly, Baker Mayfield, DJ Moore, if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy.
Say, dude.
They have
Moore?
They have over-the-top strength
Mayfield
now.
to Moore?
Mayfield can throw that ball a lot further, I think, than Sam.
Yeah, and Baker Mayfield has, been to the playoffs. Sam Darnold hasn't really done shit. Like,
He hasn't done shit.
Baker Mayfield, he should do well. If he doesn't do well here, this is he's on a 1-year contract. So if he balls out, he's going to get paid.
Do you know for how much?
Not sure.
I think it's like $14 million or something like that. I don't know, but the Browns actually paid the whole entire
Paid
salary.
it off. I seen that. Yep.
Yeah, so the Browns paid it. So he's
Outdated.
basically paying for playing for the Panthers for free.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So like that's pretty fire.
That is kind of fire.
So, but I think he'll do well. Maybe the Panthers make the playoffs. I don't know. We'll see what they look like in training camp and shit. But I think they definitely got better
I agree.
for sure.
I agree. And
I'm
we'll see
happy
where
for Baker.
Do they
Same.
make the playoffs?
I don't know. I'll have
Not
to-
just off of Mayfield. No way.
It's based
If you
on their
ask me.
division.
Yeah, it's based on their division.
True.
Saints are okay.
But-
Bucks are good because they got Tom Brady.
Falcons?
And then Falcons definitely not good.
No, they lost Matt Ryan.
Yeah, and they're not trying to get another quarterback.
Bucks
so.
easily the
They
number
got-
one.
Yeah, for sure.
They lost Gronk too.
What's the quarterback that they have for Atlanta? Marcus Mariota?
Mariota, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not trying to win. Like they could have got Baker, chose not to. Like you're not trying to win.
They got
They're-
Kyle Pitts, though.
Yeah, but
That's
they're
like
probably
their-
trying to tank. Like if you don't try and get a good quarterback, then like you're not trying to win.
Yeah.
So, but Saints and Panthers will probably be neck and neck, and then the Bucks will probably be better.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can see him not going.
yeah.
You definitely see him not going. Speaking about Moores, though, we have NFL wide receiver David Moore arrested this month after he allegedly fell asleep in a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Damn,
Let's go, homie. Yo, get in the chalupa.
falling asleep, bro, and getting arrested. You just wake up with the
What the
police
fuck?
at your door, dude, or at your window. That'd be shitty.
I wonder how good that taco was.
Yeah.
He probably didn't get to eat it because he fell asleep.
Homie looks pretty faded. Just saying.
Damn.
Homie looks faded, am I right?
Yeah.
But let's read it out. All right. So David Moore, who just signed a contract with the Chicago Bears this offseason, was arrested this month after he allegedly fell asleep in a Taco Bell drive-thru. According to the Gainesville Police Department, officers found Moore asleep in the driver's side of his 2018 Ford F-250 at a local fast food joint around 11:18 p.m. on July 3rd. Cops say they were able to make contact with Moore and claim he smelled of weed during questioning. After ensuing a search, it revealed that he had a package of THC edible candies and 3 pistols in his car.
Lovely.
Homie was rolling.
3 pistols,
Yeah,
bro?
why do you need 3?
That's crazy. Max you need is 2 so you can dual wield that shit, but 3,
Yeah.
like,
Akimbo.
yeah.
I wonder what 3
No,
pistols
yeah,
he
you have
had.
to have the backup for the akimbo.
Yeah,
Even if
right.
you drop one, it's like drumsticks when you're a drummer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Probably had like
Gotta pick another one up.
2 Glocks, and then he probably had his like little prostitute gun, like, little Derringer.
He's like, oh, not little danger. It's all tiny. But yeah, not good. He was arrested for possession of a controlled substance and unlawful carrying of weapons, of course. Why you have 3, dog? Damn.
Yeah.
Records show that Moore was booked in Cook County on July 4th. Damn, what a 4th of July, huh? On weapon and drugs charges.
Ain't that America?
That sucks.
Can't have guns and weed, buddy.
And we're just remembering Russell Wilson to David Moore for a 38-yard touchdown. Goddamn. Now he's in jail.
Where
for
was that at?
Fucking
What state?
Texas, Gainesville, Texas.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're fucked.
good luck.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah. Damn.
Fucked for a long time. That sucks, though. I mean,
He's got money. They can afford a good lawyer. He'll be
fine.
alright.
He'll be
Maybe.
fine.
I mean, who was he playing
Is he
for?
going to stay on the team? He got signed to the Chicago Bears on the
If he
offseason.
just got signed?
Yeah.
Probably
Offseason.
not. He's probably getting released. Damn. NFL is cutthroat, bro. NBA is like a lot more player
MMA don't
helping.
give a fuck.
Yeah, a lot of sports don't give a fuck. NBA is one of them where they actually care about the players, but the players run shit in the NBA, so there's,
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many wide receivers for the
Yeah.
NFL, so
Yeah, you could get an unrestricted free agent, $300,000. That dude's happy as fuck because he's like 21 years old.
offer Taco Bell.
Yeah, I mean,
Fourth meal, bro.
I think we've all done that. I think we've all
Dude,
been
I
drunk
was
at Taco Bell in the drive-thru.
I was tired as fuck driving home from Halsey, no cap, and I got caught in a fucking traffic jam for like an hour, bro, at like fucking 1 in the morning. I'm all,
Yeah, I bet.
I'm tired as fuck, dude. Just after the concert, like trying to go home, like, it was such a nightmare. So I understand you, David Moore. That sucks, dog. I mean,
Yeah.
I wonder what he ordered. What do you think he ordered?
Get DoorDash. How much money do you have?
Why didn't you DoorDash?
He's probably on the way home from like, a cookout or some shit, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
barbecue, like
Yeah, so true.
I mean, yeah.
4th of July.
Well, if he's on his way back from a
Why didn't he
barbecue,
have
why
a
does he
bra?
need the tacos? He could have a plate to go.
You're right.
We're being real
Ooh.
anecdotal.
I mean, what else are you doing on 4th of July? You gotta have a cookout on 4th of July.
Aside from all
True.
of, so it was on the 3rd he got arrested, though.
Oh, I thought it was on
And
the
then-
4th.
So he got
11
arrested on the 3rd and then booked on the 4th.
Oh,
So it
yeah,
was like, because he
gotcha.
got,
11:30
it was at
or
like
whatever.
11:40.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then never mind. He definitely was not at a cookout because he was saving it for the 4th. So
He was partying before the 4th, yeah.
yeah, which
And
Probably wanted to bring in midnight.
what do you think he ordered? I'm curious.
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla? He's a quesadilla guy? What do you think?
I'm thinking like a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Ooh, he looks like a Crunchwrap Supreme guy.
Yeah.
You know? I'm thinking a big box. He's getting a box. He's a box.
He might get a box, bro. Boxes are good
Something
deals.
quick, easy. They're good deals.
He just got the dozen taco box.
Fuck.
This
That's a
man
lot.
definitely eats no sour cream on his tacos.
Oh jeez.
Sheesh.
I don't think we have any more football news this week.
Aaron
do we?
Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers, dude. Yeah, revealing that he got a tat. Dude, you guys see his tat? You guys
I
want
did
to see
not
it?
see it.
I'll show you it right here. It's okay.
Does it say I'm paid with a bunch of exclamation points?
No, it's like way more like this man must have did DMT or something. Yeah, check that out.
What the fuck?
Yeah. You see it, Winston?
Yeah, I pulled it up. That's
Yeah, there you go.
Fucking sick, dude.
It's sick though, huh?
That's fire.
Like I kind of want it, dude.
That
it looks
is
like it's on his. Looks like it's
forearm.
on his forearm, huh?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like underarm.
Or shin. Yeah, that's his forearm.
Yeah, it's all veiny.
Yeah, it's some good line work. I forgot what that type of
Yeah,
tattoo's
it's a
called.
great
but
artist.
That's sick.
Great
Oh, that's
artist.
sick as fuck. Wonder what it means.
Right? Here, let's read.
He's got some like stuff on the top that I think is like astrological,
Oops.
Yeah.
or it could be like
No longer tattoo
like chemistry
free.
compounds drawn.
You revealed.
Homie
he
just
got
has the
tattoo.
DMT molecule on his forearm.
Right.
He shared photos of a new tat Wednesday, revealing his left forearm.
Non-throwing.
It features eyeball, astrology signs, lions, and much more. He says it's deep and meaningful. You know what I'm saying? Famous artist Balaz Bersenyi. Bersenyi.
We'll go with that.
Yep, that's what his name is.
We're sorry for butchering your name.
My bad, dog. Yo, your art's dope though. He
That
did the-
tattoo is flawless.
Yeah, it honestly looks so fire.
That
I mean,
looks-
it's Aaron Rodgers.
That
yeah.
looks like some like Ink Master stuff. You know what I'm saying?
How much do y'all think that cost?
Oh, it's his homie too. Look, he said he's grateful he's mastering his friendship. He might have been on the fucking freeze, dude. If you're the homie,
All black and white, like half sleeve forearm. I don't know what like going rates are for his particular artist, but that could
Yeah.
probably run you a couple thousand.
that's
yeah.
sick, dude. His tattoo is sick. Anybody watching this, go check out his tattoo because that shit looks dope.
Absolutely.
Just saying. Just fucking saying. All right.
sure
I think
dope.
that's it for the football news too.
Yeah, I think so.
How about we talk about this personal trainer that's inspiring the latest exercise fad?
Yeah, what's that about?
By mimicking dogs. He mimics dogs, dude. Fuck, I didn't share the link. God damn it. I thought I shared the link.
How does he?
I'm gonna search it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. So, favorite breed, Winston.
Oh,
I
dog.
search this up.
I don't know, pit bull, I guess, because they're just very loving. I just don't get how. Like, are you gonna be running like a dog?
Yeah,
like, are
it
you
showed
gonna
a picture of him running like a dog. Yeah, okay, here it is. Fitness on all fours. Personal trainer said he's a dog, dude. So his name's Nathaniel Nolan. And he faced a level he wanted to stay fit, but high intensity workouts caused intense joint pain. So what the 31-year-old personal trainer did is start to run like a dog on all fours.
What the fuck?
Wow.
He calls it all sport training.
Damn.
He scurries around on his hands and legs for hours a day.
That's wild.
And it's done wonders for him. Turns
yes.
out it's really good strength training, and it made him super flexible.
There's just a bunch of babies that show up at the training workout. Like, let's get swole,
Dude, they're showing transformation pics off of his dog
my
running.
God.
This dude probably like took one yoga class and like, all right, we're getting into the downward dog position, and he's just like, this is all I need. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
This is it. Thank you.
Those pictures of those like swole ass
Hold
pit
on,
bulls
hold
are
on, hold
actually
on.
that guy.
Nathaniel acknowledges he gets scoffed at by folks who think he's crazy. But he doesn't give a damn. In fact, it's catching on like wildfire. Millions have viewed his doggy-style workouts on TikTok.
Doggy style workouts.
Yo, who the fuck wrote this?
This dude must be like a furry.
Whoa.
She?
Shut the fuck up, Nathaniel. Why is it still going? Oh my god.
This dude must be like a furry, and
He
he's just
sound-
like, how can I make money off?
He definitely sounds like someone who would train
Furry
like
fitness.
a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like someone who'd be running around like a dog.
That shit's weird. I guarantee he's making a lot of money now that article came out. Like, it's obviously getting people into it, and people will pay just to see what it's like.
Well, you know what's catching traction now is all of our sport champs. The 80 of them are going and
Right. And looking at it.
Oh man, but hey, all right, on the real, we're in a competition. We have to walk like a dog the longest. Me, Winston, Dave. Who's doing it the longest?
I'm last.
You're last. You're giving up right away.
Yeah.
I think you're winning, Ricky.
You would just give up? What if it's for money?
But I just think
How much money?
Yeah. See, boom. Once we bring in money, Dave's in.
we have
10K.
to all like on our feet and our hands.
10K, I will bite the shit out of you, dog.
10K to last the longest, walking like a dog. Who's winning?
Well, like, are we on our knees or are we on our feet? With our,
We're
with our
we're
hands?
like the fucking trainer guy, dude. He was using his feet,
Yeah.
all fours, baby,
Okay.
all fours training.
I don't know. I got kind of long arms, so maybe me. I don't know.
You think you got this, dude?
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I have 3 dogs. You only have 2,
That's true.
so
Can I
I'm
walk
more
like
experienced.
a monkey, like a chimpanzee? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm gonna do.
Ooh.
Like, we got to make rules like they do with the speed walking shit.
I think we
you know
gotta
what I mean?
ask Nathaniel. We should have
Yeah.
him ref it.
That would be fire.
This would be a fire event.
For 10K.
Dave's definitely coming in last still. I don't care if it's for 10K.
Probably.
I will still get some viral footage out of this experience.
It sounds like you need upper body because their transformations are looking fire with the upper body
he
pics.
was all fucking flexing.
Yeah, he's not showing the lower body though.
He's not, dude.
Yeah,
No
Leg-
leg day pics.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're no leg day pics. His legs are just all fucking noodles.
Frail.
But yeah, so apparently we can exercise like by walking like a dog.
No, that's crazy.
I kind of want to meet him and be like, "Yo, you still walking like a dog, dude?" Like, I wonder how long. Like, what's the longevity of this
Right.
training exercise, sir?
Hey, don't
That's
don't
weird.
dogs get hip problems?
I think
Yeah.
certain breeds.
Yeah, they do. But I don't know if that's because they walk or if that's just a dog thing. Who knows?
I think there's a lot of other ways to train.
Yeah. And a
You want-
dog.
Hey, dude, go swimming.
Yeah. But it's different and people are fucking with it.
It's an oddity.
They're getting articles written about it.
God
so,
damn it!
Like,
I feel like this is only an article because he's on TikTok.
yeah.
You think? I think.
He's definitely making money. for
I wonder what
sure.
his like demographic of people who follow him is. Like, sure, a lot of people who are like curious to the whole exercise thing, people who are curious to like alternative exercises, and then there's probably just a bunch of people who just want to embrace him who really don't care about exercise.
Facts.
So if
They're
like,
like,
his-
yo, I could walk like a dog.
but like if you dissected his demo from his following, they're like your average follower is like 14 years old, dude. They're probably doing this like satirically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I would try one just for shits and gigs.
But more power to him. If someone who wasn't in shape or needed something to like motivate them to like burn calories or get into something, and this is what got them off the couch, that's cool. Not mad at that, but don't expect me not to react and Snapchat you if I see it in public. I'm sorry.
My thing
for
is like
sure.
he's all talking about joint pain and shit, bro. Your wrist's gonna be all janked up,
Yeah.
all kinked up. Like I don't know. All right, fuck that guy. How about that?
Bold.
How about we talk about the San Diego Padres outfielder, Jurickson Proffer, collapsing after he collided with the homie. He collided with the homie during a game. Fucked his shit.
Fly ball, right?
Fly ball, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
so
shit's
I'll
tough.
show you the video.
It happens in baseball.
Be careful from the sound. It might be all
I'm
loud.
turning it down right now. Oops. We'll go all the way down.
Even
like
though
right here.
baseball is not a super contact sport, it's one of the most dangerous sports, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Ball coming at your cranium, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the collision right here.
So they are both. They are
Oh.
moving. They are.
He got a knee to the face.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot worse, but he
Yeah.
definitely got fucked up.
It was just
Definitely
full
got a knee to
momentum.
the face.
Yeah.
Shin
So
to,
after that happened,
like,
homie
temple.
actually collapsed. So he was walking.
He just got knocked out.
Yeah, he was walking. You see him walking, and then he's just like, "Hey, bro, I'm not feeling too good. I'm gonna take a nap."
Yeah.
Did he
That's
pass
crazy.
out?
Straight collapsed. Yeah, after that shit,
Or
passed
did he just
out.
have a
bro.
concussion?
I guarantee
It's
he has to
it's
have a
adjacent to
concussion.
that.
So if you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen that yet, go check it out again. San Diego Padres, C.J. Abrams and Jurickson Proffer collided. Jurickson Proffer collapses on field after that.
Hopefully you get a speedy recovery, my dude.
Yeah.
That looks scary.
Fuck, it did look fucking that dude getting a knee to the fucking head, full sprint.
He basically got what I'm not even trying to be sarcastic.
Fuck.
He got what Jorge did to Ben Askren,
Yeah,
but on
straight
a
up.
baseball
Which
field.
is now-
and those dudes
it's-
run faster
It
than
was
MMA
recently
fighters.
the anniversary of that.
Yeah, it was like the 3-year anniversary. It's 3 Jesus, fastest knockout in UFC history.
Amazing. Crazy, it's already been 3 years, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I remember when it happened because I'm such a big homer for
You
Askren.
were so sad.
You can ask him like,
We were watching
here's
it
my-
together.
Here's my reaction to the knockout because it was like 7 seconds. I go,
He was so
Damn.
sad. And I was like, let's go!
It was
Let's
sick.
go!
in retrospect, that was one of the craziest knockouts, hands down, ever. That was awesome. I love Jorge Masvidal, but when
I called it.
like-
I'll forever call that.
I get so
I called
invested when I see dudes that I want to win fight. Like it's like I'm in there. Like my heart's racing. Like it just is what it is. But
Because me and him were fighting, and I was like, bro, watch, he's going to fucking flying knee him. He's going to fucking knock him out.
I was
I think
like,
I was there.
And he was like, no. And then it happened, I was like, I fucking told you!
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Ben's just gonna like lay on him because Jorge can't wrestle
You
that
did tell
good.
me
And
that.
I still think that if they ran that fight back and then Ben just did not
Probably would've
lean
happened
forward
again.
ever, which
Right.
I agree with, that'll never happen. But
And
if
all
he
right.
just
Let's
doesn't
save
lean
that,
forward,
let's save
we're
that for
good.
the rest of the fight and talk. Let's save that for the rest of the fight and talk. Because after that happened, man, let's, oh, shit. Damn, I think the rest is pretty much fight and talk. Other than, yeah. I don't really think we have too much other than, a
We
lot
could,
of fight news. A lot
Oh, we
of
got
fight
the
news.
Damian Lillard.
Oh, yeah,
sign
the
that.
Damian
yeah.
Lillard. Yeah, you
So-
spit that one out, bro.
So Damian Lillard just breaking news just signed a 2-year extension with Portland for $122 million, and the details.
How long?
2 years.
2
The
years.
details just popped up on my phone. That was what that notification was in pod. My bad.
No, you're good.
So he's set to make $63.3 million in 2026 through 27. Wow, that sounds like more than 2 years. Oh, that's an extension to what he's currently making. Never mind.
Oh.
Excuse me. So his current contract, this approaching season, he's making $42.5 million. The 23 to 24 season, he'll make 45.6.
Fuck.
The season after that, he's going to make 48.8. And then he just signed an extension to her in 25-26. That year, he's going to make 58.5. And then the following season, which I believe has
Holy
a player
shit.
option, he's making 63.3.
Damn.
That is...
That's
What the
61,
fuck?
61 million a year, bro. This
Dude.
is down the road, but still.
If you
This
do the
is
math for all
intense.
that, that's like 90, 135,
So much money.
195. That's if he plays and get like that 26, 27 year, he's looking at approximately like $250 million.
Yeah.
He earned that
crazy.
though. He earned that.
He did earn that. He's one of the best players in the league. Easy.
Top 5 shooter all
Easy.
time.
Yeah,
and he
he
got-
didn't play this last year.
Top 5 shooter, or top
5
3 shooter.
I would say. I mean, I don't. It's hard to play that game of like who's in, who's out. Like
Yeah,
you know,
top 5 shooter.
Pressure shooter.
I just look at and it comes to game time shooting.
Ah.
He's one of the best ever. Game time's a thing. When he does that, like the homie is, he makes so many clutch buckets and buzzer beaters. Like the only thing I can compare him to would
So I'm
probably be
saying
Paul
pressure
Pierce.
shooter,
Paul
under
Pierce
pressure.
hit mad buzzer beaters in his day. When he
Yeah.
played with Washington, he almost had like 3 buzzer beaters in one series, but they called off a few of them.
Yeah.
And he hit the one where it was that infamous moment where he banks the shot, falls down, and then they asked him, they're like, "Did you call board?" And he's like, "I call game."
Yeah.
That was such a fire moment. Shout out to Truth, Paul Pierce.
Legend.
Yeah. And shout out Dame.
I mean, getting that
sheesh.
extension is intense.
That's
That
cool.
just happened before we started filming too.
Yeah, the news broke like while we were setting up.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I don't know if
He ain't
Dame's
going
top
nowhere.
5 shooter, but
Really? Who?
yeah. I mean, you already got Clay,
Top
Steph,
10?
Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, easy. Top
Those are
10?
those are
Those are
guaranteed.
easily in the top
After
5.
that, it could be Larry Bird.
It could be so many other people. It's
Yeah,
hard to put
okay.
Dame in 5. Maybe top 10.
What about 10?
but
10?
Maybe top 10.
I'm
I'd have to
shrugging.
look at his stats.
That's why I was saying it's hard to play that. Who do you take in? Who do you take out?
Who were your top 5 just now?
He just
top
named
4
them.
is
Oh.
Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and then Klay Thompson and Steph Curry easily.
Easily. I
And
see
then to me, and then I don't know who you put in that 5th spot. I haven't really
There's a
thought
lot of
about
good
top
ones.
5 shooters of all time. But
Put your top 5 shooters in the comments below.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
not rappers.
Not rappers.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the wrong podcast.
Yeah.
They're just like O Block. Anyone from
Yeah,
O Block.
for
Those
real.
are my 5.
Hey, yo, speaking of rapping, man, this is the last time we're advertising it. July 9th, tomorrow. You guys, hopefully, if you guys are watching this tomorrow, because I'm going to try and get this out Friday night. Today's Friday. If not, then today.
Yeah.
July 9th, I'm going to be opening up for Twista out here in Avondale, Colorado. I don't know what the fuck this event's about. It's a fucking weird event. I haven't gotten too much information, but I do know Soundcheck is at 6 p.m., and I do know I'm opening for Twista. So if you guys want to hit that Eventbrite link below and use the promo code RICK, all lowercase, you get 50% off tickets to watch Twista at the Super Bud Bowl.
Yes,
It's not
sir.
the Super Bowl, but it's the Super Bud Bowl. Okay?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Had to add that in. And if you haven't checked out the new song, go check that out everywhere. Okay? How about we do that? Where the fuck?
You
It's
guys
all
want to talk
fighting
about
news.
the New Orleans Pelicans or no? Devontae Graham or no?
I thought we talked about that.
I don't think
No, I
so.
don't
Oh
think
no, we only talked about David Moore, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about it, dude. We got another high-profile athlete getting stopped by the cops for
Yeah.
DWI. Allegedly had a .11
BAC.
BAC
Yeah,
level.
just get a driver, bro. You're rich. Take a Uber,
rich
take
as
a Lyft,
fuck.
bro.
Get a Maybach.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
designed for you to be in the back seat.
And this, of course,
Yeah.
Devontae Graham being the 34th overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft.
Bro, get a Tesla. They drive themselves.
This
I-
is an,
That's not
so-
a. That's not a like. It doesn't prevent you from any legalities, but I would say it's at least
That bitch drives better.
That's a step
Yeah.
safer than risking your life driving. You should. No one should ever condone driving
know
behind while alcohol impaired.
You know
but-
what a Tesla won't do? Go 63 and a 40. That's why he got pulled over at
Yeah.
3 a.m. 2:49 a.m. on a Thursday in Raleigh.
Just get it. Now you at that with all of those details, you should just be getting a ride, bro.
Yeah.
63.
I was assuming
40.
it was at like 9 p.m. and he was leaving some event.
Yeah.
3 a.m. Nah, 2:49
That is
a.m.
you getting pulled over at that time of night. Nothing good's happening.
Yeah, it said Graham showed signs of intoxication and was arrested, taken to the station. Police say once there, the NBA took the breath test and .11.
Damn.
In addition to the DWI charge, he was also booked for a speeding charge. Damn, they booked him for the speeding too.
They'll give him one or
yeah.
the other. Like the driving while alcohol. That's a like a stage 2 misdemeanor, I believe. So they'll give him that probably.
Yeah, 5th year in the association.
He'll probably get it deferred though.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have priors.
He's pretty good. He's a good offensive player. He'll probably get suspended, but he's still gonna play.
yeah, I'd be shocked if he misses more than a handful of games.
Yeah.
.11's a little high. It's not too crazy.
Yeah.
Because the blood alcohol level, the acceptable is .08. But if an officer doesn't feel comfortable leaving you on your own recognizance, you could blow flat zero and get driving for under the influence.
I mean, because they don't know what.
And
yeah.
that's not entrapment. That's just you're not safe to be on the road. You can like my uncle got a ticket for driving while exhausted because they said he was failing to maintain a lane, and so they pulled him over and they're like, "Are you under the influence of anything?" And my uncle's like, "I worked a 20-hour shift, so exhaustion." And he's just like, "Well, you shouldn't be on the road." Gave him a ticket.
Yeah, got his ass.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yep, that is whack.
I mean, if
as
you're not
fuck.
safe though, that's just maintaining safety.
It is true. He shouldn't
Just
have
doing their
said
job.
he did a 20-hour shift and he was exhausted. He's like, I'm exhausted. They're like, exhaustion.
Yeah, fuck you.
Easy ticket.
You know what else is fucking lame?
What's up?
Jake Paul, Tommy Fury is officially off.
I feel
for
like-
the second time.
Yeah.
I feel like we called it, but not to claim.
We
like,
did.
We didn't.
kind of
cla-
called it 2 weeks ago.
no claim. Like I remember when I made the comment that when they canceled that one press conference, and I was like, there was a lot of money invested in that press conference, And not having a press conference not only loses hype for the fight, but that is not a move to build hype. You know what I'm saying? I never saw a smoke screen and assumed that this was just a build. So from that moment forward, it was just echoing that, like, this does not look good. The whole corners aren't coming in. I don't know who's to blame, but I stand by it. I don't even want to see that fight at this point.
Yeah, I'm over it. And
I wanted
Jake
to
Paul
see,
even came out and said that he's willing to fight him after he fights this new dude.
I'm okay with Jake Paul padding his record, but I want to see him like fight better. And I'm not trying to critique him because he's fighting great competition for as young as his career is. I just want him to fight someone who's not a can, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
This guy's like 12-1, so he's pretty good.
Cans again, though.
Yeah, the biggest competition he's ever seen.
All right. And let's get to that. So, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury off for the second time.
Yeah.
Because Tommy can't get into the United States. That's going to be later determined. All that shit. Well, Jake Paul still wants to fight at MSG, right? So he picked Hasim Rahmin Jr. And that's Hasim Rahman's son. I mean, Hasim Rahman is a very notified boxing champion, and his son is stepping in. That's something to know.
I did not know that.
But if we look up Mr. Rahman Jr.'s record, we go to his record here. Let me go to it. Where the hell is it? Yeah, there we go. He looks like a fucking good competitor, dude. Like, he looks like he's gonna fucking put up a good fight. Like, really. I mean, anybody in there that's willing to fight him is gonna put up a good fight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But let me pull up. Oh, come on.
So for those who don't know, his dad, who is the heavyweight boxer.
Shoot some shit off for the dad.
I'm just reading off some of his like Wikipedia stuff.
Dude,
I didn't have any of this memorized, but so his dad competed from 94 to 2014. He was a 2-time heavyweight champ, having held unified the WBC, IBF, IBO, and lineal titles in 2001, and the WBC title again from 05 to 06. He was ranked in the world's top 10 heavyweight boxers by BoxRec from 2000 to 2005, and he reached his highest rankings in the world at number 6 at the conclusion of 2004. So he had a career that was in like an era of boxing that I personally wasn't into combat sports, so I can't pretend to speak to this man's record, but I can just infer from his son having been in professional boxing gyms like his whole life that his son has to have more talent than any of the boxers per se that like Jake Paul's faced before.
He's probably gonna be the best
technically,
but God, I wish I could find the website that I had with his actual record on it, because I'm pulling up the names, but if it had all of the other fighters' records with it.
But is he better
than
Tommy Fury?
I mean,
probably, right?
I would
adjacent.
say
he's a step adjacent, because he literally is coming off of a TKO lost in the 5th round. It's an early round for boxing, from Kenzie Morrison. Knocked him out in April this year. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
And all of his wins, all of them are wins before that. You know, don't get me wrong. We have some KOs in here. We have a left cross win. You know, the win before his loss was a KO. But let's look at this. So he KO'd Nathan Bedwell, right? KO'd Nathan Bedwell. That was Nathan Bedwell's first fight. That was a debut. Got knocked out. Cool. Never boxed in his life before, of course. Won that one. Okay, so he fought Mario Rodriguez, won in a decision. Mario Rodriguez is 4-4 and 2. Nice. Good record there. Let's go to Alejandro De La Torre. 2-11. Beat that guy. Yep, 2-11. You beat someone who is 2-11. Good job. Let's go to Curtis Head. Beat Curtis Head in the decision. Curtis Head is 5-8. Yeah. Okay, good job. You're doing great. You're doing great, brother. Let's go to Damian Reed. Another unanimous decision. Didn't even knock him out. Damian Reed's record is 3-20. Okay? So we're fighting cans here, man. You're fighting someone who is fighting cans. You're getting a person who beat a Ralph Alexander at 0-3.
So
knocked him out. Like, it's hard to say that this guy's going to be better than Tommy Fury, because he is literally adjacent to him. He's fighting people who have shitty records.
I just combined
not fighting good fighters.
I just combined all of his previous opponents' records minus Kinsey Morrison, like the legit opponent he had.
The legit opponent who was undefeated, I think.
So if I'm not
the first person who he fought who was undefeated just like him, he fucking knocked him out in the fifth round.
If I'm not mistaken, and I did math really quickly, so I'm probably butchering my numbers. Minus Kinsey Morrison, his opponent's combined record is like 14 and I believe 45.
Yikes.
That means you're getting one win every
Is that
three
better than
bouts.
Tommy Fury's?
I think it's just
adjacent.
a little.
It might have been worse for Fury.
It's like probably like one win over. You know, like it's Tommy Fury's had. I think like I don't think he fought someone who was 0-20, whatever the fuck I said earlier.
Got you.
But it's
gonna look.
just as bad.
So are you guys more hype or less hype?
I mean,
Doesn't matter.
It for me it doesn't matter because fight someone of caliber. You're not fighting anybody of caliber.
Oh my
to me,
god!
To a real fight fan. What's up?
The first dude that Tommy Fury boxed, who's a dude's name I cannot pronounce by any means, his pro boxing record is 10, 111, and 3.
Damn.
10 and 111.
That means he lost 10.
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury's first opponent had lost 10 bouts for every bout he won, and he still didn't even do that math. He would have to have won one more fight.
Gotcha.
God damn it. And that's just the world of boxing because, I mean, you can pad your record like that. So, like this Hasim Rahmin Jr., Jake looked at his record and was like, 12-1, huh? Let's see to who.
Second
Padded.
dude?
It's a padded record.
Second dude, 0-33-2. So, you're talking...
What are we talking about?
In his first two opponents, they're 11 and 144.
Yeah.
11 and 144?
I
What
think this
promoters
is an
is
L.
allowing this to happen? This
this
must
is
be
an-
like state fair boxing bouts.
I think it's an L for Jake Paul because
It is.
a lot of people aren't going to know that guy's dad is a famous boxer. I did not know that.
You didn't know that, and
I
you're
didn't know that.
you're the guy that he wants to fuck for you to have buy the
The announcing
pay-per-view.
team will tell you that.
Tommy Fury, I knew was Fury's younger brother.
Just by the last name.
Exactly. That's going to sell shit. This, not going to sell as much. Will I
So-
still watch it? Probably. But I saw like a video of them having beef. They were sparring. They were in a sparring match like 2 years ago. And they had beef in the sparring ring. So that's kind of why Jake Paul picked this, is because he wanted to fight him and he thought he was better than Tommy Fury.
So, the third opponent that Tommy Fury boxed, 2-36. So at this point, I'm gonna stand and that Rahman Jr.
Is a better-
is
yeah.
10 times or has fought 10% level cans compared to what Tommy Fury's boxed.
Tommy Fury's cans are a lot easier to squish.
Yeah, we're talking like third country great value to like Whole Foods.
Yeah. He's
I
going to
feel
sell
like-
more tickets. I mean,
I feel like at that point, like you're literally the coach is like, "Yo, you down to come in and lose to this guy?
Just get
So you
paid.
can get paid."
Damn.
You know, like
his
it's so weird to me.
fourth opponent for Tommy Fury. I'm just gonna go down because this is impressive. 0-35. Hold on.
Dude, quit boxing.
Hold on. It gets better. Let me
he's
Getting
see.
making
punched
money.
in the head.
He's making money. Have you guys
Hold on,
seen
the
a picture
dude-
of him?
the
He's
dude-
really attractive.
The dude
No,
after
I'm not
that.
even talking about Tommy Fury. I'm talking about the dude who's 0-35.
So the dude he fought after 0-35, 0-20. Hold on.
Yeah, the combined record was like 4-220 or something
Yeah,
like that.
He fought
bad,
one dude
it's
who was
bad.
7-5. He fought one guy whose pictures in MMA gloves, so he was in King of the Cage. So he fought a King of the Cage guy who's 7-5 in pro combat sports. That's the only competition he's seen. And then his last bout, the guy was 10-2. So he's fought one dude with a positive record in combat sports, and he's fought one boxer with a positive record. He's fought like 3 people who are combined 0-70.
Yeah. So all that being said, man,
That's
I
embarrassing.
think we know who's gonna win this next one. If you guys are gonna put money on it, probably bet the house on Jake Paul.
I think so. I think it'll be a good fight.
This should be a better
I mean,
fight.
It's anybody's fight. It's anyone's fight. I hope he loses. Like I think it'd be funny. Like like I don't want to. I don't want to be like I hope he. You know.
I want
like,
Jake Paul to win because
Do you?
this is the best thing that happened to boxing in a long time.
Can't take
I
that
mean, I
away from
agree.
him. That's
Like,
a fact.
agree.
And
I
so
agree.
he's helping the sport of boxing, which has been struggling for so long.
So do you-
Luckily, MMA has come around to help
Yep.
combat sports, but it's been struggling for a really long time.
Combat sports has.
Yeah.
It's just so new, is why combat sports hasn't been. It's not very. Other than boxing, it's not very old,
Yeah.
like at all.
Yeah. And it's
But
on
I
the
agree
come
with
up.
you, Jake Paul. Yeah, he's doing great. He's fucking moving mountains for boxing right now. Honestly,
And the people that have done things for boxing, Floyd Mayweather is retired. He was big for boxing. Him and Manny Pacquiao. Like Floyd's retired, so
Now he's
Jake,
fighting cans.
Jake Paul's kind of taken that realm. You know what I mean? That horse. I don't know.
I feel like boxing has like this weird emphasis, unlike MMA, where they're everyone's trying to protect their O. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you're undefeated, promoters, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, promoters just don't value you the same. Like, a great example is when Tyson Fury, when he beat Deontay Wilder, every time he beat Deontay Wilder, like, we lost the Anthony Joshua fight, and Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua would have been the biggest money fight in boxing heavyweight history. And that now it'll never happen.
I think it's just because boxing, there's so many people that are undefeated. It's a comparison thing. Like, if you're not undefeated, then you're not great.
But
in UFC, it's not the same thing.
Exactly. The dynamic is for some reason different, but there's a lot of great boxers who were undefeated and then lost their O to legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, Keith Thurman lost to Manny Pacquiao. That is nothing to hold your head about. You know what I mean? Like, I believe Danny Garcia lost to Keith Thurman, I want to say. I could be butchering that, but Danny Garcia clearly lost his O, and some people don't look at him the same. Like, we're about to see what happens with that Triple G fight when he goes up against Canelo for this last time, which I think Canelo's just going to body him, per se. But, like, that's huge. Like, I'm more excited about that bout than I was, like, the Dimitri Bivol bout, because I didn't really know who he was, and then Dimitri Bivol happened to beat Canelo. You know what I mean? So, and then similarly, they don't want that rematch right away, just similarly to, like, on that Jake Paul card, Amanda Serrano didn't want her rematch with Katie Taylor right away because in boxing, you lose 2 consecutive bouts and promoters are just like, bye-bye. Like, we're not going to pay you as much.
Such a close fight, too.
That was the best boxing bout outright I have seen in years.
Good fight.
Just outright. No caveat to man, woman, or anything. That Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano bout, go watch that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think that's the undefeatedness. I think that's why these guys are getting cans. Is because they want to keep that
dynamic.
Undefeated, precursor, like, oh, I'm undefeated. Because, like, if you go undefeated and you have 1 loss, that's a big difference. Yeah, it's only 1 loss and it shouldn't be held against you that much. But you can say you've never been beaten. You've been beaten once. There's not a big difference between being beaten once and beaten 3 times or 4 times.
Draws don't necessarily hurt you as bad, though.
That is correct.
Like, Canelo's draw, like, that he had on his career before he fought Mayweather, no one really held that against him. The Mayweather loss, no one really held against him because that's, like, it's the biggest boxing money fight you'll ever get. So you were financially responsible.
Young in his career.
Yeah. Or, like, Tyson Fury, he has, like, at the end of his record, he has that draw against Deontay Wilder. Nobody cares. Like, that's not the same O. But I agree. Like, I think the difference between boxing and MMA, I guess, is, like, with boxing, your wave is so much more predicated on your promoters. And in MMA, you're, like, not making anywhere near as much, but there's a lot of marketability that is in your hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the logistics are of it, but I do know in, like, MMA sake, you can't, like UFC fighters aren't supposed to reference rival organizations in certain, like, media, you know what I mean? Unless they train with them or something like that. So I can only imagine in boxing what, like, the rule set would be. Like, if you
mess with the promoters.
If you're a top-ranked boxer like Vasily Lomachenko, I'm sure it's like blowing smoke to just call out boxers who don't fight on top rank because you know your promoter is not going to budge. And unless that boxer takes a top-ranked bout, you're limited, you know?
Yeah.
So
crazy. Well, all that being said, Jake Paul versus Hasim Rahmin on August 6th in MSG. No matter what, he had his fight filled from Tommy Fury. And still speaking boxing, how about Paige being added to BKFC London at Wembley?
Yeah.
She does not have an opponent yet, but that should be announced soon.
I would imagine. I was looking on her socials and I didn't see anything. I had seen this announcement on, I want to say Bleacher Report. So she never even posted it.
She gets to do AEW and box.
Oh, yeah.
Bare knuckle. Yeah, that's another thing, dude. Watching Paige box with no fucking gloves on. What a beast. That's some beast shit. Like, damn, you're crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. When is that? When is that going down?
BKFC London, I'm not sure.
That's the one with MVP.
Yeah,
and
Mike Perry. I also saw that
Can't wait.
BKFC just recently signed former UFC fighter Greg Hardy, the heavyweight.
Yes, I did see that too.
I don't know how that's going to go for him.
We've seen him dropped a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen him dropped a lot.
He's going to win a bout or two.
Go get your bag, dude. Go get the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Go get the
don't listen
bag.
Don't listen to my opinion. Get that money.
Go get the fucking money, dude.
Don't bring your inhaler to the ring this time. You remember that?
Right. Don't bring your fucking inhaler. Yeah, he did get an inhaler. That was definitely illegal.
Yeah.
You
Rule to no contest.
You know what's not illegal, though?
What's up?
Chris Pratt talking shit about Izzy.
So
Now it's time to talk MMA.
It scared the fuck out of me. Not
Did
gonna
it
lie.
scare you, dude?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
It was way louder than I thought it was. Way louder.
Now that we're on,
Now that we're on MMA talk, let's
Um,
dive into this.
so what this is stemming from is in a post after the UFC 276. They were interviewing Chris Pratt and asking him his opinions on like the main event, and he kind of backhandedly felt like Izzy and Jared Cannonier didn't necessarily give the folks an entertaining bout.
And we'll give our opinions on that in a little bit.
Yeah, and so when he said that, he was basically insinuating that Izzy was boring, but
Yeah.
it was backhanded. And then I saw either yesterday or today, he went on Twitter, and then like Izzy had like subtweeted him, like just said something, and then he responded to the subtweet and was like, "You know what? I'm sorry. I don't like when people I don't like when people criticize like my acting, so I completely understand." Now, to be
Called
fair,
himself a hypocrite.
I don't think Chris Pratt was wrong in criticizing Izzy's fight performance. However, he's correct, and it was appropriate that he apologized.
Yeah,
I
he
completely
extended the
resonate
olive
with
branch. He extended the olive branch.
it. It's
Like, I'm
Chris
sorry,
Pratt.
bro.
We love Chris Pratt.
I mean, if I paid mad money for those seats and I saw that fight for the main event, I'd be sad too.
He
Would
might
you?
be an investor in WME, the parent company.
Even
that
after
owns.
seeing Brian Barberena versus Robbie Lawler, fucking throw it all out there.
I mean, that was a good fight, but you expect like the main event
It's Izzy,
to be
it's Izzy Jared Cannonier.
you want to see them throw hands. And,
Yep.
you know, we'll get into the
We'll get
actual
into that,
fight
yeah.
later.
We'll
but
get into how they lost me money later.
but I don't blame Chris Pratt. But it's good that he apologized and he was like, I was wrong, my bad.
Yep.
Like, I think that's cool.
Exactly.
He used the bigger man about it. That's what you
Yeah.
have to do in that situation, I think.
And he's a good guy. If you don't like Chris Pratt, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. Like,
I
how could
agree.
you not like Chris Pratt?
It's Chris Pratt.
It's
Yeah.
Star Lord. You know what I'm
Fucking
saying? Guardians of
dude.
the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Parks
guys
and
from
Rec.
Parks and Rec, bro.
Jurassic
Fucking-
Park.
Dude, he's from Parks and Rec. Dude.
Yeah,
Jurassic, Parks and Rec and Jurassic Park.
right. All the parks.
Dude.
Jurassic
Hits.
Rec.
Hits. Only hits. The man only produces hits. And speaking of hits, we got Giovanni Vargas waving off his own fight after getting cracked in the head by a head kick. How about that? I got to show you guys this one.
Yeah, I need to see
You
that.
guys haven't seen that one yet. It's pretty fun. Let me pull it up.
So he basically threw in the towel.
He basically threw in his own towel, was like, I'm good. This was cool. This was cool. I trained a lot, but I'm
like some
good.
Mirko
this is
Krokop
it right here. We're going to be watching this right here. So we got guys fighting him right here. Boom. Got that head kick. He said, I'm good, dog.
He looked
Damn.
like he looked
said-
like Chris Tucker.
It literally
in Rush
stopped
Hour,
him in
like,
his tracks.
Which one of y'all just
stopped
kicked me?
him in his tracks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much, dude. It literally stopped him, and he's just leaning against the cage. Bink. He's like, "Oh fuck."
He probably broke his like
he went.
his orbital or some shit.
No mas.
Oh, I want to see that slow mo again.
Yeah, no, that
If I'm being honest,
he got fucked up. He
Jesus.
like leaned into it. It looked like.
Yeah, look, he's like, dude, that fucked me up. Like, oh yeah, let's watch it one more time.
Oh yeah, he went into it.
He literally caught Shin to the fucking face.
This man grabbed the cage to prevent
Yes,
from falling down.
man. He grabbed the cage so he would not go down.
Damn.
I didn't notice that at
Respect
first.
to the dude that threw the head kick for not trying to follow up.
Yeah, who is that?
Because he could have probably fed him a couple more.
Beksa Almakan.
Yeah, it's in some MMA
Beksa
organization that I've
Almakan.
never heard of, but there's a lot of local organizations
Yeah, it's
like
called
that.
Octagon 32. Whatever that event was. Octagon 32. Real simple.
That's cool though.
You just say the shape.
Good for him. I mean, he saved himself some CTE. You know what I mean?
I don't
Exactly.
know if he saved it. He caught it.
He would have got more CTE though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Like-
You're right. This man grabbed the cage and said, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah. his life just flashed before his eyes. He's like, oh my god, I might die.
Yo, that's what happens when you get a head kick to the fucking teeth, dude. That shit.
Change your life.
Change a lot because you didn't even see it. You're like, what?
You just got your hands up, and next thing you know, you're just like, psh.
It's like when you get hit with a water balloon, you're like, bitch. You're like, what the fuck?
It's like, I don't feel too good.
I wish I fucking showed Deryk that one. That shit was funny. Here, I'm actually gonna show him. It's funny. It's too funny not to. Check out this, dude. You're gonna laugh. This guy waved off his own fight. Oh, god damn it. This guy waved off his own fight after getting kicked in the fucking teeth. He grabbed the cage and said, I'm good. He's like, That would be. Am I right, Deryk? In the cage, right here. Derek's like.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, for sure, that's me.
They go to touch gloves. He's like, I'm over it.
Here, one more time in slow mo for
Derek's
you.
like, I still get paid, right?
yeah. Derek's like, I'm getting paid.
He's like, I made weight.
Yeah.
I like how he grabbed the cage and was like, whoa.
It looked like he was levitating when he was like holding the cage. He's like,
He said, ah.
Yeah.
God damn. Hey, congrats to the dude getting the dub, though, with a nice head kick. I mean, you didn't even need the corner to call it off.
No.
You didn't need the ref to stop it. The guy that you were fighting was like, we're good.
You might as well just put his hand out like, you have a good night. Just shakes his hand.
We're good. All right, continuing the fighting talk, man. Let's get into these retires, huh? We got Jessica I retiring. We got Donald Cerrone retiring. Same night.
Oh, my God.
It's sad to see Cerrone go. I was sad to see Cowboy retire. As soon as we seen the gloves coming off, we knew.
When Joe Rogan says, "Are you really doing this?" He didn't want it to be true.
Yep.
And like again, when I said last pod, I was like, I'm excited for this fight, but it's them going into the cage is bittersweet for me because that's one step closer to never seeing them fight again, and now I'll never see Cowboy fight again.
Ever. And we watched him
I'm gonna
fight.
see him head kick some
12
like bad
years.
guys on like Hollywood movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's gonna be badass.
Yeah, throw him on Yellowstone. That'd be fire.
I'm glad he's not
fun.
getting hit no more. Honestly, we knew.
He's got kids. And he said he doesn't love it anymore.
That's exactly.
He owes us nothing. He's blessed us with his entire career, and so more power to you, man. It just, it hurts. It hurts. He's Mount Rushmore for entertaining fighters for me.
Mount fucking Rushmore, easy.
Yeah, I was sad.
Well, he was literally like one of my first favorite fighters I've ever picked. Like
Dude,
when I
Colorado
first started
born?
watching UFC, I was like, I like this dude. This dude is one of my guys.
He's from Colorado.
And that was like 10 years ago. I was like, this guy's my guy. And fuck, now he's retiring. I'm like,
I had a lump in my
Thank
throat
you,
the whole
Donald.
time.
So you guys think he's in Hall of Fame? Hall of
Instantly.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
for
get
sure.
in. Yeah,
Next year when they do the next induction.
One of the most, I think he's like the second most wins in the UFC history now. Jim Miller is first, the guy who beat him. I honestly think both of them should get inducted. It's so
will.
hard to get inducted in the Hall of Fame in the UFC,
Really?
but I think if they don't, that would be a travesty. That would be
He will.
literally
He has the most head kick wins in the UFC.
most knockdowns, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Cowboy's going.
he has to. He literally held like 3 records at once. Like he has to.
WEC champ. So he was a champion under Zuffa.
You know who's not gonna be in the Hall of Fame though?
Who?
And I hate to put it like that, but it was just such a good segue. Jessica I. She retired the
Yeah.
same night. You know what's rough when you retire right before Cerrone retires, and then Cerrone retires, and then everyone forgets you retired.
But
Everybody forgot Jessica I retired because Cerrone retired. I feel like poor thing.
I didn't
Sucks.
forget because she fought Macy Barber. Shout out Macy Barber.
Shout
Way to
out
win.
Macy Barber.
I love you, Macy
Yo,
Barber.
if
You're such a
there's-
great fighter.
The biggest simp in the world for Macy Barber, it's this guy right next to me.
I'm a simp for any like attractive females that could just like take my head off.
He told me like 6 times she was gorgeous.
She's very attractive,
And I agreed with him. I mean,
and she fought well.
dime piece, dude. Dime piece fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Makes her a fucking quarter. You know what I'm saying?
But going back to Jessica I, yeah, that's tough to. There's not very many fighters that you could choose a night to not want to retire on the same night as, and he was one of them.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
But-
I bet after she was like, fuck.
More power to her though. Like same exact thing.
I mean, we're talking about it still. We remembered at least.
Well, speaking of that, recent retiree, I want to say last event, Felice Herring, she retired.
Yep.
And she's like, I'm gonna do my next career thing. So from what
She's like, I love OnlyFans. Thanks,
so
y'all.
she's doing OnlyFans, and now she signed to BKFC. I'm like, what
Really?
the fuck? Like you didn't
She's in
retire.
BKFC too?
Yeah, I'm like, you didn't retire. You just took
Whoa,
a
breaking news.
You just took a higher step in competition in terms of danger.
In terms of danger, he
Yeah,
says.
like-
Those are 2 jobs that are very conflicting.
Yeah.
You use OnlyFans to sell your pretty face, and then you fuck up your pretty face.
I don't
in
know.
Fighting.
There could be some.
Fuck it. I
Yeah.
guarantee she's like, fuck you. If she heard that, she'd probably beat my ass.
She killed me.
She would kill all of us. Just
Felice
for real.
Herring. She was in that one fight when that girl like shit herself in the ring. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I think I remember that too. That was
Yeah,
gross.
Winston remembers that one. Well, hey Winston, come watch MMA. He's like, what's that? Shits in the ring.
Yeah, I'm like, I think we're all like, is that shit? We were super confused.
See?
Little bulldog. Damn, that's crazy. Shout out to Felice Herrick.
Yeah, go get the bag.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes. I was just joking. Don't hate me.
Don't punch me.
Don't punch me in the mouth and break my teeth. That's great. BKFC is signing so many good fucking fighters, dude.
Love to see it. They have events all the time.
Too. I like watching BKFC. Do you like BKFC, Winston?
I don't even know what that is, bro.
Bare knuckle fighting
Oh,
championship.
bare knuckle. Okay.
Yeah, the bare knuckle
That's
boxing.
what I thought, but I haven't watched it. I think that's a little too gruesome for me personally.
You think so?
Because I think so. I mean, that's like someone could die. I'm sure
Someone has died.
Yeah, exactly.
They died in a hospital bed the night after they got TKO'd.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro. If someone's got
And BKFC.
In
too.
BKFC.
someone could die in the UFC. That could happen.
A
Someone
boxer
could die
died.
in boxing. Exactly.
All recent.
In boxing, it happens all the time.
But when you're bare knuckle fighting, bro, chances of someone dying heightened extremely. I'm not gonna pay to see someone potentially die.
my thing's the face cuts.
Well,
Ooh,
yeah.
those face cuts get gruesome. I love watching.
I have a good retort for that though. So I agree, it's way more gruesome, and the ceiling for injury is way higher in BKFC. I would say, at least for your like face impacts. But
Would you say the violence is more?
I would say it's definitely more violent, but like, hear me out. This was when Big John McCarthy was helping make MMA rules, and he wanted MMA to feature the MMA like gloves. They tried to say that the MMA like glove was counterintuitive, and it would lessen the blow of the punch. And he's like, all right, well, here's a demonstration. Puts the glove on, punch the table as hard as you can comfortably without hurting your hand. Take the glove off, punch it the same as hard. Are you going to punch a face as hard when you don't have that like cushion? So you might throw way egregiously harder if you have that cushion. The blow is going to be relative. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you can say that, but when your adrenaline's pumping all crazy, you're not, and you're fighting for your life. You're not thinking about how hard you're gonna throw. Like, I don't want to throw too hard.
Well, yeah,
you don't throw as hard as you can.
There's some boxers though, when you're training for 12-round bouts, you know what I'm saying? Like, like boxers say all the time, like, I don't put more than 70% power on my punches because I know I got to go 12 rounds. You know, they don't
that's
headhunt.
more fatigue.
That's exactly what that's correlated to. But the reason I'm mentioning that though is because they do have to be calculated with how hard they plan on hitting. Some boxers who like break their fists left and right, like Deontay Wilder, he's going to be hesitant to throw as hard as he knows he can because he's just shattered his fist a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I think it goes both ways is really what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I completely concur that it's way more violent. BKFC, it's like
Gets violent, man.
You just see
I
cuts.
love watching it though, man. They have some fucking awesome knockouts.
I've seen a
in
couple
there.
things where there's like a ring of hay. Like they have like bales of hay is the ring. And like, yeah, that's the videos I've seen.
That's not the real BKFC.
That sounds like
That's not the
Rough
real BFC. This is just like some other shit. But
Sounds
they're
like
bare
Rough and
knuckle.
Rowdy.
Sounds like street beefs.
rough and rowdy.
Yeah, they're bare knuckle. I mean, the
Street
Kimbo
beefs.
Slice shit, like that was bare knuckle, and they were going
That
crazy.
shit was fire too.
Like,
That shit was so. Do you guys remember the Kimbo vids?
Oh,
Those
yeah.
were so
OG.
fire.
That's where Jorge got famous from,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah.
rest in peace
Rip
to a
Kim.
legend.
Yeah, Kimbo.
R.I.P. Kimbo.
When he got into UFC, that's like really when I started to like pay attention to the UFC. When Kimbo Slice got into the UFC.
Yo,
That was
shout out
the best
Kimbo.
best viewership Ultimate Fighter season ever was the season he was on, and that was also the season that featured Brennan Schaub.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Kimbo
was on
Slice,
Kimbo's.
not a great UFC fighter, but
the best.
Everyone was scared to scrap with him, so they took him down. Literally every single fight he had, everyone took him down. That I watched.
Did you hear about
No,
his
so I seen him get knocked out by fucking
in Elite XC?
Yeah.
So that's a funny story.
stand
So
up knockout.
Oh,
And
really?
you-
So-
you were just like, oh fuck.
Nice.
Like,
So-
That's fire.
dude just cracked him.
what happened is he fought in Elite XC. That was the first MMA organization that I'm aware of that got a hold of him. He got some bouts in there. Like he fought this one bigger dude. I can't remember his name.
Fucked him
and
up.
His cauliflower ear burst in fight
From Kimbo.
and so they had to stop that fight. But the fight that he's referring to, his opponent had to pull out and didn't want to admit it, and admitted it once they already went live on the pay-per-view for Elite XC. So they went into the crowd and fought the closest lightweight fighter that they could. His name was Seth Petrozelli. He had colored hair. Seth Petrozelli went in as a fan. They asked him to be in the main event against Kimbo, and he knocked him out in like 48 seconds. It was
Like under a
crazy.
minute.
Kimbo knocked him out.
No, he knocked out
I'll show you
Kimbo.
what happened.
Oh, really?
He
I'll show
basically
you what
hopped off the bench, like, you know how hockey will pull like stands to go play like the goalie or whatever because their goalie's injured. He basically did that on a pay-per-view he was attending night of and fucking knocked him out.
Hell
And
yeah.
when that happened, the whole MMA community's value for Kimbo was just like
Yeah.
That's why he had to go on the Ultimate Fighter. They couldn't just push him onto the UFC.
And he was old when he went
And-
on there. He was like 37.
It was
Dana
toward
had
the
a-
end of his career.
Dana had an illogical agenda to try to like
was toward the end
sabotage
of his
him because
career.
Dana thought that Kimbo posed a threat to the legitimacy of MMA, because if some dude could come in off the streets and just take over, that it makes the guys who've been training their whole lives look like it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
So the UFC did everything in their power to give him the worst matchup on that Ultimate Fighter. They gave him Roy Nelson.
Check this out, Winston. So we got the fight up. Who is he fighting again? What's his
Seth
name?
Petrozelli,
Seth Petrozelli versus Kimbo Slice.
Elite XC. He came in as a fan for this event. Here it comes. Yep.
Bink,
Oh.
bink, 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 bink. Just right on the side of the head, man.
Yeah.
Put him out. Put his lights out.
Kimbo was just too aggressive.
Too aggressive, and he shot. He shouldn't have. Why did you shoot? I don't know why he shot.
I thought he got rocked by a left when
see.
Seth had one leg in the air. You'll see he's got a leg in the air. Watch his left hand.
Boom.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it was a right. I think
I think it
actually.
was, yeah, right on the
a little
chin.
brief right.
Right on the chin.
It's easy.
Right on the chin. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
that's what
Zizi.
fucked him up.
Yep. So I mean, fuck. Rest in peace, Kimbo. We were talking
Yeah.
about rest in peace. Now we're watching him get knocked out.
Right.
Do you remember
Dude,
when he
fuck.
fought Dada 5000 in Bellator?
Oh man, and Dada had a heart attack.
Yeah, and he
Whatever the fuck
he like almost legally died in a hospital bed the next day because making weight to get in shape for that fight almost killed him.
God damn it, Dada. That was the worst fight ever. Too.
Yeah, hands down. That
You know what is not going to be a bad fight though. Sean Brady versus Bilal Muhammad. That got announced.
bro, that just got
Oh,
announced today.
fuck.
Let me see what card that's
What does
on.
Bilal have to do to get a fucking title shot though?
That's
God.
I agree.
What does Bilal have to
He's
do
just
to get
in
a
a
title shot? Jesus Christ.
So that's in October 22nd in Abu Dhabi. That bout at UFC.
you got?
Give me one sec. 281. That's a minute away. I love both of these fighters. I just can't bet against Bilal, but Sean Brady is just a juggernaut, bro. It's hard.
How are you going to beat Sean Brady? Is my
I don't
question.
care who wins this fight. I love them both. I absolutely love them both. And
do too,
again,
dude.
if Bilal wins this and you don't give him a title shot, what do you want him to do? You're like, what do you expect him to do? He's just winning.
What do you have to do?
The
after
only
that?
demerit is when he got poked in the eye real bad by fucking Leon Edwards, and they had to stop the
They had to
fight.
Stop it. Ah, that side.
Speaking of eye pokes, though.
Speaking of eye pokes too, Sean O'Malley's eye poke. How about before we touch
sorry.
on that,
Yeah.
let's talk about Michael Chandler's ass, huh?
Oh, okay. So you start with
First-
the popular culture,
Let's.
and I'll follow up.
Actually, I want to switch it. You start with the 276 because that happened first.
Perfect. Okay, so at UFC 276, there's a video that was posted. I believe Dustin Poirier reposted it.
Gilbert Burns filmed that.
So a lot of the lightweight division's killers were all present for this event. But anyway, so Dustin, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was due to interaction or like passing or what, but he started
Something
talking
happened.
shit to Michael Chandler, and they were like physically
Pointing at him,
They were
calling him
separated
out.
by like a barrier and some security. So they
A
weren't.
lot
They
of
weren't
security.
nose.
There
They were
was
not
like
nose
10.
to nose. There was no real instant threat of danger. Like if sure it would have been if they were standing
It
next
was
to each
just
other.
Dustin pointing at him, basically.
But if I'm not mistaken, in the video, it's really hard to hear because of the audience noise. But Dustin, I feel like he's yelling, "You're fake as shit. You're fake as shit," or something to that. He's saying fake for sure, and I think he's alluding to how Michael Chandler tries to be this like. I think some people like
A lot of
him,
people say he's
him and
fake.
Josh Thompson say that like he puts on this facade that he's this like really nice dude and he's like really caring and all that. But once you actually interact with him or train with him, he's kind of a douchebag, I guess. Which I have no way to legitimize those claims, but I do think that this is Dustin trying to stir a marketing pot to fight him. I think that's what Dustin
a
wants.
smart move.
And the thing about it is he called out Dustin. That was the first fight he wanted after he beat Dan Hooker in the UFC. But Dustin was already lined up with Conor. That was already a done deal.
Already done.
So he kind of knew that was like he was wasting energy doing that.
and who was the backup for that fight? Michael Chandler.
Yeah, he was contracted, got paid fight weight and like the equivalent of a fight purse just to be there and just in case. Which I commend the UFC for doing that because I'm tired
Dope.
of them canceling cards.
Fucking annoying.
Khabib and Tony taught us that we needed that all along. That's why Al Iaquinta fought Khabib. Like,
Yep. He got rocked. He got his shit rocked.
But
Fuck.
so yeah, I think that I don't know. I believe just Dustin was legitimate in his claims of calling him fake. But I also think Dustin's not the type of dude to stir the pot if he's not trying to get a fight. So I don't think Dustin would have done that under any other circumstances.
100% agree.
Michael Chandler doesn't like introduce like Tony Ferguson to the shadow realm and is just a trending fighter at this moment that they're both ranked near each other, both lost to Oliveira.
Dustin doesn't do that.
So like If it wasn't all of those circumstances, Dustin wouldn't do that. If Tony beat Homie, maybe they would have been advocating for that. But I believe Dustin's rematching Gaethje, which is cool. I love that fight. But there's a lot of other fights I would have rather seen, like Dustin Chandler. We haven't got that yet. And we already know Chandler's going to show up with an entertaining fight.
Chandler's one step away from the title. He needs one more win, then he gets a title shot.
I agree, but who is like? I don't know. I think he called out Makhachev or isn't that his name? Islam Makhachev? Is that the lightweight? I confuse all those names.
I can't remember. There's so many fucking.
The one that Khabib trains at lightweight, and I don't want to butcher your name and conflate you with like the light heavyweight.
I think it's Islam Makhachev.
That. So Michael said he would be down to fight him. That'd be great. I don't know.
Islam's a hard fucking fight.
But I think
how you gonna be Islam?
I think his strengths are also Chandler's strengths in a lot of ways, and I think just strengths in and of itself. I think Chandler's the stronger man for sure. Come fight night, he's gonna weigh significantly more than Islam would. Like, I think that's a pick'em fight though, as far as odds, because I could not bet against those homies. But
hard to bet on.
Michael Chandler's best odds to win that is he's gonna probably try to implement his right hand and not. I don't think getting taken down is his problem. When wrestlers fight wrestlers, we get stand-up spectaculars. You know what I'm saying? And so who knows? But if it's gonna be that Dagestani like kill squad wrestling versus like collegiate slash MMA wrestling, that would still be. I'd take my money for that. Like,
let's just hope he doesn't walk out to fucking Britney Spears, huh? Because this motherfucker's singing that shit in The Masked Singer. We had Michael Chandler singing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
I didn't even watch that, but that's hilarious. Kudos to you to be even at a celebrity status to be eligible for that show. Good for you.
They're probably like, only way you're doing this is if you sing Britney Spears. He's like, fuck, don't do it.
We were gonna have Tony Ferguson come up here, but he was just gonna do like some weird shit, and you beat him. So
let's hear what this dude sounds like. Dude, Michael Chandler's out here.
Okay.
This is your boy. Is he a truck?
He's a boombox, I think.
He is a boombox.
Or it's a face. Just a big face. Those are either speakers or eyeballs.
This motherfucker sucks ass at singing.
I mean, he does baptize.
Why does he have that weird voice on?
Bro, just worry about head kicks and takedowns. Don't sing.
He's trying to be a pop star. Leave him alone.
I'm not hating. I was just saying you're an expert at what you're an expert at.
No, yeah, I'm just talking shit.
Was that good, Deryk?
I loved it.
Deryk loved it.
Hey.
Deryk fucks with Michael Chandler.
Oh yeah, he should.
I mean, he's getting famous. Like, we're
yeah.
talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna sell more fights. Like,
I just thought it was so funny.
Yeah, no, it is not a good look, but it's a look, which is all that matters nowadays.
I mean, I stand by my statement. He's one of the most entertaining fighters in the sport right now.
Yeah,
and you can blame that on his UFC highlight reel. He's either like knocking out champions almost, or he's knocking out past champions. There's like not much in between.
Or getting knocked out of a competition. Hey.
Oh, or he's fighting.
I guarantee you, he got knocked out.
Or he's getting fight of the year with Justin Gaethje.
One of the two. You know, it's not going to get fight of the year. Sean O'Malley, Pedro Munoz.
Oh, okay.
How about we get into these fights we watched this last weekend? Starting with that one, let's just talk of the main card, and we'll just briefly talk about the prelims as well. Because honestly, let's start with the prelims because they were pretty great. I must say.
I'm gonna pull up the fight poster.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up too. Did you like the card, Winston?
I did. I thought it was good. I don't think I watched the prelims. I didn't watch till I got to your house. So
I'm gonna quickly go through all of the wins and what happened, the matches and what happened. So first one, we had Jessica Rose Clark. I know we had Winston had some money on her on the parlay. He built the first leg. The first leg that was snapped just like her arm by Julia Stolarenko. She snapped Jessica Rose Clark's arm in 42 seconds in the first round. Yeah. Boy, were we wrong on that one, huh? Boy, were we wrong. But I think we were just too hype on the HBK walkout. So that was still iconic.
Mm-hmm. Shout out WWE. They had Vince McMahon and then Stephanie McMahon.
And Triple H in that bitch.
And Triple H and, what's his name? He had the neck brace on.
Paul McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee.
Pat
McAfee.
Not Paul.
Shout out Pat McAfee. But no, I was hyped, and then like all the little WWE themes that kind of like cross over into MMA, I just absolutely love. So today, I had to represent. Just
let's go. He had to wear it. So after that first fight, we had another flyweight bout in the women's division, and that is Jessica Ai versus Macy Barber. Macy Barber pieced her up.
Oh, yeah. And
made Jessica Ai retire, man. After that, we had Andre Muniz versus Uriah Hall. Mm-hmm. Ended up in a decision on that one. I was actually kind of surprised. Uriah Hall getting dominated by Andre Muniz. I mean, this guy's the real deal. After that, we had Dricus du Plessis versus Brad Tavares, ending up in a decision. Dricus du Plessis I fucked his last name up just now, but he fucked him up. He fucked him up pretty good. Another decision, Ian Gary. Another decision against Gabe Green. Fucked him up again. We had a lot of dominant decisions, but after that we had Jim Miller submitting Donald Cerrone and retiring Donald Cerrone in the second round, 1 minute 32 seconds. Whew.
So a couple of comments.
Give me some comments on those.
So Connor shouted out Ian Gary. So that's huge.
That's the homie.
Yeah.
That's the homie. They've been homies.
Yeah, fighting out of Ireland, you pretty much have to be, but that's
Dublin.
huge. Gary is, as long as he just keeps doing what he's doing, he's like, I think the second youngest fighter on the roster.
10-0.
Dude.
He was pretty good. I was impressed.
He
so athletic.
Helped out my parlays, man, and we'll get to these bets here in a sec. Yeah, he helped out my parlays. Dricus du Plessis did great. I was a little scared in the first two rounds maybe, but once he started taking over, he started taking over. Brad Tavares just didn't have an answer for him after a while. Dricus just kept putting the pressure on. And then Muniz and Uriah Hall. What are we going to do for Uriah, man? 18-11 now.
Yeah.
When the fuck were we ever going to think Uriah Hall would be 18-11? If you asked me this like 10 years ago, I'd be like, oh, no, this guy's got the fucking future almost. He fought Anderson. He fucked up Anderson.
What happened to him? Because I remember he was really good back in the day, like you said, and it sounds like he's just fallen off.
He's fought the who's who's.
So
that's what it is. He's fought the who's who's. He just this last year, he was supposed to fight Andre Muniz in April, got canceled. He was supposed to fight Sean Strickland in August last year, got canceled. So that's a nice layoff right there. He fought Sean Strickland July 31st, 2021. Sean Strickland won by decision. He got KO'd by Chris Weidman in April last year.
No, he KO'd.
Oh, he KO'd. Oh, sorry. I
Weidman's leg broke.
Yeah, Weidman's leg definitely broke in half.
Oh, my.
It's just been like so. He doesn't fight that often. He KO'd Anderson. He's had a lot of fights canceled. Like Ronaldo Souza canceled May 9th, 2020. August 22nd, 2020. Yoel Romero canceled.
Does he get hurt a lot and then canceled or what?
I don't know.
It's hard to say, but an evaluation I think was a turning point in his career is like, okay, so he has fought a lot of who's who's, as Ricky has said, and he fought Chris Weidman before Chris Weidman had earned his title shot with Anderson. And when he took the belt and retained it against Anderson, he was completely undefeated, like wrestling beast. So he went up against a wrestler, and he just got put on his back for 15 minutes, didn't really know what he was doing. And I think what happened was he became, I don't know if I'm going to be using this word correctly, but I think he became a victim of confirmation bias, per se, because he thought, or maybe he wasn't a victim, per se, because he thought that, like, all that I've been doing to get to where I'm at in my career has been striking oriented, and I finally go up against, like, a world-class grappler, and he just neutralized me. It wasn't even fun. So he then, I think, started to cater his training more so to, like, grappling heavy, and he forgot what got him to the dance, which was his striking. You shouldn't ignore your like strengths, but I think he really honed in on his weaknesses, and I think that was like a perfect storm for him to just kind of like start to question his identity in fighting. And I don't think he questions being a fighter. I just think he's fought who's who's, and it's really hard to have a winning record against the dudes he's fought.
Where does he go from here? 18-11.
Don't cut him
to look at.
But he could go to another organization like PFL, string 3 or 4 fights together, win their little playoffs, and then he's a millionaire just off of that. Like, there's a lot of opportunity in MMA right now. He could go to Bellator. Again, I don't want to advocate for him leaving the UFC, but if he so chose to continue fighting, he has multiple avenues that would be super happy to have him. And Bellator had him for one bout a long time ago when it was run by Bjorn Remny, pre-Scott Coker era.
Pre-Scott Coker.
How old
Pre
is
to
he?
Coke.
Uriah Hall.
He's in his later 30s. He's older.
Yeah,
He's probably
he's
like
older
36, 37, dude. He's getting
damn.
there. But MMA Prime is like 34,
Here, I'll
which
look
is
it up.
weird.
I'll look it up.
Unless you're John Jones.
Yeah.
Uriah Hall age. Let's see.
I said 37.
You said 37. What's your guess?
35.
Well, Dave's right. 37. You were close, Winston. It's all good. But again, I'm going to reiterate. What do we do with Uriah Hall now? What do we do with him? I don't know. I don't know what we do with him.
What does he want to do?
Right?
Does he want to be a gatekeeper? Because he hovers top 10 in
He
welterweight.
does.
I believe he is still top 10, which is hard to
He
believe.
shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. He's too inactive. Other than that, though, Macy Barber just putting on a show, as she always does. Putting on a show against Jessica Eye. I mean, what else do we have to say? What else do we have to say? I mean, Macy Barber did her damn thing, and nothing to be said about JRC. Sorry about your arm, chick. Fuck.
Damn.
Moving on to Jim Miller, Donald Cerrone, though. The sub, second round sub. My mans didn't see it coming.
It hurt.
It hurt.
It was a good fight, though.
It was good. It was good until
good
that
fight.
happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everyone was sad. So we didn't know who was going to get the first to 17 losses, and we see Donald Cerrone getting that first 17.
Yeah. He's fought 55 times professionally.
So insane. So insane. What a guy, huh? Fucking A.
He's an urban legend.
We don't need anything else from him. I'm going to be happy to see him.
He's a brand ambassador
movies.
for combat sports for
Facts.
sure.
Moving
And-
on, though. Brad Riddell versus Jalen Turner. What did I tell you guys about Jalen Turner last week? What did I tell you?
Beat his
Dude.
ass.
He fucked him up in 45 seconds.
Oh my.
Pieced him up on the stand-up and then just looked like a demon on the ground.
And he didn't wind up
That
at all.
guillotine was
Just-
nasty. Who's stopping Jalen Turner? He's so huge for the division. A lightweight who's 6'3". What the fuck?
Oh
It's
my.
long as fuck.
Just oh my.
So
I don't see him losing.
We cashed in on Jalen Turner, obviously, with that one. We'll get into the bets here in a second. Unfortunately, Lauren Murphy and Misha Tate were supposed to be on this card too, forcing us to get Sean O'Malley and Pedro Munoz for the first main event bout, ending in a fucking eye poke.
So,
Ending in an eye poke
before we get into the eye poke,
with a scratched cornea.
before we get into the ending, how did you kind of score the fight?
The first round was a toss up for me. It was hard to judge.
I'm in the same boat. It's hard to assess because from what I remember from the first round, it was just Munoz was gauging distance and throwing a lot of leg kicks, and then O'Malley threw a few like random leg kicks, some punches. O'Malley checked quite a few of those leg kicks.
Quite a few.
So it's like, if let's say, and this is something I was really concerned about because I'm trying to think about it from the perspective of Dana White and what he does with Sean O'Malley, because I doubt this fight gets remade.
It's not getting remade.
Exactly. So like, as unfortunate as it is, Sean O'Malley's definitely going to get a better opponent. Probably like they're going to treat
They're gonna
O'Malley
give-
like
they're
they're
gonna
going
give him
to
a
treat
higher
it like he
opponent.
won, basically.
They're gonna give him a higher opponent.
So, and then on top of that, like,
think-
like Munoz is still going to get a top 10 rank opponent for his next opponent that'll be ranked higher than him out of respect. But like, I look at it like if you do take it as like Munoz won that round, and let's say the fight went 15 minutes, and let's say that was the narrative of the fight. Well, I don't think you deserve a better fight per se if in 15 minutes all you did to defend your number 10 spot was throw 50 leg kicks, of which maybe like 20 didn't get checked. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
that's not the best narrative to build, like to earn brownie points for your career. Is it his responsibility to win in an entertaining fashion? No, it's not. But like, I just would
it
not.
was just getting started.
Do you think
too,
Dana
damn
was
it.
going to promote Munoz if he would have won after that? And let's say it went that whole round, and then
Yeah,
and
he
then
would've.
after that, I think Dana would have talked shit, but personally, because Dana likes to promote his.
I think anybody who beats O'Malley has that O'Malley chip, the I beat O'Malley chip on their shoulder.
But I think O'Malley's treating it now like, if you've seen his tweets, like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Sugar
I know
Sean
how
Athletic
he's-
Commission handed Munoz a fat fucking L or whatever. Like he's treating it humorously.
I mean, that's just shtick. That's just shtick.
But-
He needs to do that.
Think about it. If he would have lost, O'Malley would have done the same thing. He would have been like, I'm 13-0 instead of 11-2 or whatever his current record is. You know what I'm saying? He would have been like, I lost to a dude who tried to kick me for 15 minutes and 3 judges thought that was the fight. You know what I mean?
I wish it would have just went. I wish we would have seen it go down. Like, we
No.
didn't even really get to see much. Like, each other was downloading each other in the first round. Like, there wasn't that much action. Then we started heating up in the round 2. Eye poke. My thing is, did you see Pedro's eye before the poke? He got punched in the eye really hard before that poke.
Yeah, and
Really hard before that poke, and we can all watch it. You guys can go back and actually look at it. So Pedro, I suggest you go check that out. You got popped in the fucking eye before that. And my thing is, he's all focusing on the poke, bro. The poke did, your eyelid was closed, dude. I don't give a fuck how much it pressed in, bro. I could press in my eye pretty hard. Yeah, it hurts, bro. But is it cutting my cornea? No. But
So
my
he
thing is,
didn't-
no. Okay, so I'm not, and I don't want to say it like that. He got a scratch cornea. He even released his medical reports. You didn't even have to do that. Like, I believed you when you said you had one, but it helps when you release that type of shit because people really know. Do I think the scratch cornea is from the eye poke or your punch? I have no idea. I'm not
Hard
in
to
there. I'm
say.
not a professional. Would I take that eye poke like a bitch? Yes, I'm a little bitch. I'm a pussy. You'd beat my ass. But check it out, dude. So I made a tweet on Twitter replying to MMA Fighting's one of their articles talking about Pedro Munoz saying that he scratched his cornea. Well, I fucking, being the little white knight pussy I am, I found the picture of when DC got poked by Stipe and the man's whole finger was in his eye. DC had a fat fucking lump from that bitch on his shit. Guess what? DC went to a decision and fucking fought out that whole fight. He didn't win, but he still fucking fought the whole
Is
fight.
that a championship belt, though?
It's for it was for a championship,
so
which
that's
it
a
makes it
little
a little
different.
different. Makes it a little different. I mean, you all want to fight to see another day. I mean, this is only a 3-round fight against someone who's unranked, so I understand. Which you're not even getting paid that much. I understand. But I didn't think this fucking tweet would get so much traction, bro. It was kind of crazy. Like, I just tweeted it just fucking because I never really like tweet like that, but I did, and it got like 250 likes, fucking 30 replies. People being like, "Fuck you, you fucking like."
Damn.
who are you?
It wasn't even like that. They were just like, "Yo," they're like, "How could you compare that?" Like, just shit like that. You know, everyone just stating their opinions.
Yeah.
I still stand by it because I don't know. Maybe I don't. I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I'm not in there. I don't know. I don't know what his eye felt like. He said he couldn't see.
Yeah.
If I'm Pedro Munoz and I'm going in there with one eye against one of the best strikers in the division,
Get knocked out.
do I want to continue? No.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably a smart decision by Munoz. His eye after looked fucked up. The next day it looked fucked up. But is that from the punch before?
Yeah, and can we stop fights after you get punched in the eye now?
That's my, like, I don't know. I just wish they would run it back. Or, like, I just wish it didn't happen, really.
Yeah. As
So,
fans,
I really
we feel
wish it didn't happen.
robbed.
Yeah,
and
we felt robbed.
And so ultimately, he's the one that called the fight. So we feel we put the blame on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think he got poked in the eye. I think it's genuine. I don't think he would. He wants to go
it's
win that fight.
It's genuine, and the tweet that I made, too, I forgot exactly what I said, but I can't even find it anymore.
How do you feel about O'Malley's comments after the fight? They asked him if they thought he was looking for a way out, and O'Malley responded 100%.
Yeah.
He was just like, look at that first round. He threw like a bunch of leg kicks, and I checked every one of them. He didn't touch me.
Yeah.
I was punching him. He didn't touch me.
He didn't check all of them.
He
didn't
check
check all of
majority,
He
though.
checked 80% of them.
He checked a lot.
80
Like,
to 90% of them.
Yeah, like 4 out of 5.
They didn't look like they hurt him at all.
Yeah.
The bigger shots that landed in the whole fight was that fucking shot to his eye. Just
Yeah.
saying. Not the poke, but the actual punch. Like, go back and watch it, guys.
I just think that O'Malley doesn't lose any brownie points from that outcome, but he definitely doesn't gain any, and I think Munoz lost brownie points, unfortunately.
It sucks. Munoz is a good fighter, too.
Well, fair weather fans are just going to have that assumed mantra that, like, aren't fighters supposed to be, like, durable badasses? Which, to be fair, like, how are you going to tell a baseball player to go compete when, like, he has a scratched retina?
My thing is, like, dude, never tell someone to go fight Sean O'Malley with one eye. Fuck that. Fuck that.
So
I would never.
The fact that when they use...
What was that?
You wrapped up in like 10.
I got you, yeah.
Yeah, when they use replay, typically the act of a ref confiding in replay will end a fight. They typically that's the stop in the action. The fight is over. But it's unfortunate. I don't think he was looking for a way out at all. I just think that his eye was fucked up.
So moving on. We all have our opinions. Go check out that tweet. And honestly, I wish we could run it back. We're not going to. We're not going to see that fight again, I don't think. I'm looking forward to both of these guys next fight. But other than that, we saw Brian Barberena knock out Robbie Lawler in the second round. winning me some money. Let's go.
That was a really good fight.
That was the best fight of the night.
Amazing fight. Yeah, probably the best fight of the night. They went fucking in. Yeah,
Barberena looked like he was gonna lose, and then
It was crazy.
and then he
dude.
came
It was some
back,
back
bruh.
and forth shit. Barberena
lit.
does that too. He gets hit, but
Robbie still got it.
Robbie still does get. Dude, that's what we were saying when we were watching the fight. We were like,
He
holy
looked so
fuck,
good.
Robbie looks
Yeah.
good.
He looked so
And we
good.
were like, oh my god. And then he got TKO'd. Damn it.
It was a good ass fight.
It was a good fight. I mean, we kind of see all these legends. This is kind of how it goes, man. Like, he's the old legend, but we've been watching him fight forever.
Father Time will come get you.
It will, dude. And then, speaking of father time, Alex Fajeda stopping the clock with Sean Strickland, which we fucking barely missed.
Shout out our fucking.
We just had a glitch in the internet, and we missed the knockout right before it happened. We ended up having to watch the replay. We were all bummed after that. But Alex Fajeda knocked him out in the first round, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Sean didn't even see it fucking coming. It was crazy.
Did you see? I'll be brief with it. Did you see Brendan Schaub's most recent reaction to not only the knockout, which he was impressed by, but like Brendan Schaub basically went on his podcast and said that like the UFC is short tracking Pereira to fight Izzy because there's no one to feed Izzy.
Easy. Yeah,
so
we
like,
all see this.
And
Yeah.
he's saying like this is like he thinks that Pereira is gonna get fucked up when he fights Izzy.
Fuck yeah, he is.
So like honestly, like
I agree.
I don't know who's gonna win that bout, but I'm glad they're fast tracking him because I want to see it.
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Let's see it. But yeah, so Alex Fajeda knocking out another fucking 2 fights in the UFC, and you're going to be getting a title shot.
His left hand is just lethal.
It's lethal. Izzy's going to fuck him up, though, I think. Izzy's a way better fighter than he used to when he was getting knocked out.
He's a better fighter, but I would say is just standalone striking. If they rematched in kickboxing, I think the Pereira would win again.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to get into that later.
Yeah.
We'll have to get into that next week. All right, so we got Alexander Volkanovski winning against Max Holloway, a very unanimous decision. He literally starched his ass.
Did you see he broke his right, I think, thumb in that fight? He probably did it on that punch that like punctured dude's whole like eyebrow.
That cut was nasty.
Yeah, that was
dude.
fucked up.
The cut man was literally putting the whole Q-tip inside of the cut.
In between, his eyebrow was split, bro. Dude, that was fucked up.
Max has a scar for the rest of his life.
Oh, for sure.
Easy.
But shout out him not getting knocked out.
But that's-
he's getting the shit beat out of him.
He was, dude. Max has a chin.
He's never been knocked down, I don't think, in UFC.
Never.
But that's one way to punctuate that trilogy, and those like Max can earn a title shot again. No one really is paying to see that
No,
fight again.
yeah, I don't think
I don't want to see that fight again.
it's over.
It hurt.
The feud's over. The feud is completely over.
Shout out Volk, that fucking juggernaut of a man.
Yeah.
Pound for pound right now, I
That
would
guy's
say.
scary.
He's in the talks for pound.
I think he's 2 now.
It's
After
Kamaru.
Yep.
Kamaru Usman, Alexander Volkanovski, and Israel Adesanya. Speaking of him winning against Jared Cannonier and a little bit of a snoozer, you know what I'm saying? But
Definitely.
yeah, I kind of blame Jared, dude. I kind of blame Jared Cannonier for not pushing the
Yeah.
pace.
His
Because we all know
responsibility.
it's your responsibility as a challenger to come at him. I mean, the champ has his game plan. We all know what his game plan against you was going to be. You kind of needed to. His game plan's the same against you. Everybody he fights the style like he's a counter puncher.
That's pound for pound rankings.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. I did not expect this fight to go the way it did. And let me pull up my bets because we'll go over those real quick too.
I did. I
didn't
expected a
expect
snooze
it.
fest.
I didn't expect this. I expected it to not finish to go to its decision. Actually, I bet for it to. Fuck! God damn it! This thing's
And
acting
Jarek's
crazy.
his name, right?
Jared Cannonier
Jared.
versus
So
Israel
if
Adesanya.
Jared would have been really aggressive, it probably would have ended in a knockout because Izzy would have counterpunched him, but he just wasn't aggressive enough because he was scared. I don't blame him for being scared.
I don't think he was scared. He was just way too timid.
I think it was
yeah,
the stage got to him. Being like the main event fight is a title fight. It is the most important competition that he'd ever signed up for, so it had a lot of pressure. But like, I don't know, if you take it to Izzy and you just take it to him. You know what I'm saying? You get the Kelvin Gastelum fight all over again. Like, Izzy will walk in fire if you are good enough to make him walk in fire. But none of these dudes are doing that. And then, like, I kind of knew going into that fight that Jared Cannonier hadn't fought Izzy yet. Jared Cannonier was ranked below Robert Whittaker, lost to Robert Whittaker. Whittaker fought Izzy Izzy won via decision. So like that was kind of a we have no one else to feed Izzy fight. Again, that's why like if Sean Strickland won, we would be replaying that media coverage over and over and over again, preparing for their fight. But instead, they're just going to talk about the Pereira boxing knockout for Izzy. Like,
It's easy to sell.
These dudes need to just take it to Izzy, but way easier said than done.
Fajeda's
I'm not
going
in there.
to, too. I think Fajeda's going to.
He has nothing to lose.
But speaking about those bets that I pulled up, so yeah, I had 2 parlays killed by the Izzy and Jared Cannonier fight because it did go to the distance, and I thought it didn't. One of them being a $25 free bet parlay. I parlayed up Alex Fajeda and Sean Strickland not to go the distance, with Izzy and Jared Cannonier not to go the distance for a plus 191. Barely missed that. Damn it. And then I had another 3-leg parlay with Don Cerrone versus Jim Miller and Alex Fajeda and Sean Strickland, both not going the distance. Parlayed up with Izzy and Jared Cannonier not going to the distance for a plus 293. That would have paid out very nice. And those are pretty much the only 2 bets that didn't hit this week. Let me pull up my other ones. God, I wish it would have just went to I don't know. The fight was just very lackluster for it being the main event, especially after a Robbie Lawler Barberena, especially after I don't know. It just added like.
Is Izzy Floyd of MMA?
So I wanted to speak to not that exact wording, but I have to look for it.
He's a murderer. What he did to Paulo Costa, you could never see Floyd doing that to someone.
So I looked up, or I was shown a tweet that was just showing like the current UFC champions, and then they ranked them or quantified them by their average significant strike output per round and then per fight, and then like lined them up to who's basically, they said if you throw a lot of significant strikes, you're probably a fun fight to watch, and then if you don't throw a lot, you're probably boring, and they ranked those. And anyway, Izzy was dead bottom, second to Carla Esparza, because she's a grappler. She doesn't throw punches. So her significant strike output is, they equivalent not having significant strikes, which isn't just punches. That could be ground strikes. So I mean, Izzy's according to this, he's quantifiably the second most boring active champ, and the number 1 is Yuri, the guy who just beat Glover in the craziest war since John Jones versus Gustafsson. You know what I'm saying? So like that makes sense. Those numbers.
Yeah, his style is very counterpunch, though. So if a guy's not stepping up, he's not throwing.
It's not his fault. I'm not pointing any fingers, but if we're going to talk numbers, he is the least likely to throw a lot of strikes in a bout. That doesn't equivalent to no finishes, because he's clearly knocking out Paulo Costas left and right. You know what I mean?
Easy.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Let's get into these bets a little bit more, too.
Yes, sir.
So I had... Let's just go over. So I had, I think, 4 lost, but I had 2 wins, and the 2 wins were the big ones that I needed to win because they were the parlay. So I had 1 parlay with Brian Barberena, parlayed up with Izzy, Adesanya, and Jared Cannonier to not go the distance. Another parlay killed by that. Only lost $5 on that. It's all good. But we had another parlay hit. We're talking Sean O'Malley parlayed up with Macy Barber and Ian Gary. Sean O'Malley with the eye poke. That gets a void on that leg, but I hit the other two legs for that one, and that dropped down to a plus 127 on that parlay. But I did have Jalen Turner parlayed up with Sean O'Malley and Pedro Munoz not going the distance. Guess what? Voided because of that eye poke, dropping my 3-leg parlay to a 2-leg parlay for a plus 165. Still nailed it, though, because Jalen Turner fucked up Brad Riddell, and Sean Strickland got knocked out by Alex Fajeda. Won money on that, $126 on that. One loss that I just kind of bet as a throwaway bet, didn't really expect it to happen because I picked up Max Holloway for split or majority decision at plus 1100. I'm actually surprised the DraftKings Sportsbook put it at that. So I had to pick it up, and then I did a same game parlay with Andre Muniz and Uriah Hall that I barely missed it. Uriah Hall not getting submitted. I actually parlayed up Muniz to win, for him to submit him, and for him to get a total takedown of 1 in the first round. Barely missed that one. God damn it. And then I also put where's my other Barberena bet? I had another Barberena bet that went through well as well. All around good week, even though I lost a few of them. The ones that I lost weren't the ones that were important. The ones that were important that actually made me money, I hit them, dude. I hit them. It sucks that the O'Malley won. The O'Malley kind of took away a lot of the winnings, though.
Yeah.
But still a winning week. We'll take it. Now let's go over the bets for next week as well as the next card for next week. Let's go over it real fast before we have to get out of here. And where the hell is it? Hold on. Pulling it up. So we got Dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev tomorrow. Or if you're watching this, probably it's either tomorrow or today. One of the two. So let's go over it on the prelims. Not too many names that we know, but we have a Ronnie Lawrence and Sedyokub Kakramanov. Damn. Y'all try and pronounce that one, huh? But speaking of the bets that I have open right now, so I actually placed a few bets on this. So I actually picked up a parlay with a Sedyokub Kakramanov to win by either KO or submission. And actually parlayed up with a later fight. David Onama versus Garrett Armfield to not go the distance. So that's at a plus 441. Dropped $3 on that just because I don't really know how it's going to go. Winning's going to be $20. So the first fight, we got Ronnie Lawrence versus Sedyokub. Then we got Kennedy Nitschukwu. Damn. These names are getting harder and harder, y'all. So we got Kennedy versus Carl Robertson in a light heavyweight. And I got Kennedy for that one because I actually parlayed him up as well. That one, I have Kennedy to win by KO or submission. Parlayed up with Trayshawn Gore to win by KO or submission. So just, them to win before the distance. So I got Kennedy in that one. David Onama versus Garrett Armfield. Talked about that one. You guys know I got David Onama. He's going off of a lot of finishes lately. Don't know too much about this Garrett Armfield. Has a lot of decision wins and stuff. 8-2. Not bad. I don't know. I just got David Onama. He's definitely the favorite in this. After that fight, we got Trayshawn Gore versus Cody Brundage. I got Trayshawn Gore in that parlay for plus 923. I bet $5 on it. Plus 923 for it to hit for $51 if both of these guys get the finish. As long as Kennedy gets a finish, as long as Trayshawn gets a finish, we are good. After that fight, we got a Courtney Casey versus Antonina Shevchenko, Valentina Shevchenko's sister. Mm-hmm. Don't have any money on that one. Couldn't really pick for that one. It could be up in the air. It's kind of split on the books right now. I want to say Antonina's going to win, but she's coming off 2 losses. So is Courtney Casey. Courtney Casey, not in the most exciting fights lately. So I don't really know how that one's going to go. I didn't drop any money on it. So for the main featured prelim fight, we got Ricky Turcios, shout out Ricky, you know what I'm saying, versus Ayman Zahabi, and I got money on Ricky Turcios. I think I parlayed him up as well. I parlayed him up for Michael Johnson and John Malarkey to not go the distance, and I parlayed up him with Douglas Silva de Andrade and Saeed Nurmagomedov to not go the distance as well. So let's hope that Ricky Turcios gets the win out. I don't know if he's going to do it by decision or what, but that's who I got in that one right here. Now going into the main card, we got Michael Johnson and Jamie Malarkey starting out the card. That's going to be a fucking
shout
banger.
out Michael Johnson.
Shout out Michael Johnson. We've been watching him fight forever. His record is not looking the best, though.
Almost dropped Khabib.
Almost dropped Khabib. But
for what it's worth,
his record is 21-17. It's not looking the hottest, dude. He's been
his
losing
last fight, though. He knocked that dude out and then did like the Dan
out.
Henderson flying in overhand.
He did.
Comatose.
But he's
that
facing
man.
a Jamie Malarkey coming off of like a 3 knockout fucking win. Oh no, Jamie Malarkey got knocked out by Jalen Turner. I'm wrong.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Jamie Malarkey knocked out Devontae Smith and Kama Worthy before that. So, I mean, this is a do or die fight. That's why I dropped the money on it, not to go the distance, because it's Michael Johnson versus Jamie Malarkey. I mean, come on. Come on. You know what I mean? Shit. Let me go back to my page I was on. So after that fight, we got Cynthia Calvillo versus Nina Nunes. Didn't put money on that because it's kind of like the Courtney Casey fight. Like, I don't know who's going to win this one. They're both dominant on the ground fighters a little bit. Both of them have a few submission wins, but a lot of them have a lot of decision wins. So I was kind of good to bet on that one.
I was just say that's Amanda Nunes' wife.
Really?
Yeah, Nina Nunes.
It is, huh?
But Cynthia Calvillo was a dog.
That's Nina Ansaroff. I didn't put it together when I was actually like putting this together. That's the former champ's wife.
That's all I had to say.
Former champs, baby mama. You know what I'm saying?
So that's on the main card?
That's this is the main card.
Okay, I think I got to rearrange because what I was looking at, that was still a prelim.
Ah, yeah, I think it got moved around. After that one, we got a heavyweight bout with Jared Vendetta versus Chase Sherman. Chase Sherman coming off of a few losses. I definitely have him losing this one as well. I'm sorry to say it, brother, but I did a same-game parlay with Jared Vendetta for a plus 5,000 leg parlay. Fuck, 3-leg parlay plus 5,000. Jared Vendetta to win by submission with 1 total knockdown. So I went for the air fryer random throw shit at the wall, see if it happens bet. I bet $3 to win $153 if this happens. I need Jared Vendetta to win. I need him to take him out by submission, but I need him to knock him down first. That's what I'm going for. Chase Sherman's gotten knocked down his last 2 fights. That's what I'm going for. So that's why it's a plus 5,000, because it's for Jared Vendetta to get the knockdown and the sub. It's kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to do. Can he do it against Chase Sherman? I think he can, so I put $3 on it. You know, $3 is nothing. Chump change. See what, like I said, throwing shit at the wall, see if it sticks. Another one I have open, bro. Another one I have open. This next fight, Douglas Silva de Andrade. You guys heard that parlay I have them parlayed up versus Said Nurmagomedov, and I can just see that one getting ended right away. That one's getting ended right away. That we're not seeing the distance on that, and if we do, I won't be surprised. You know, whatever. Who gives a shit? But other than that, we got, I think it's Chow. Is it Chow? Barajo? Or is it Cow? Cal Barajo versus Arman Petrosyan for the co-main. A very surprising co-main. I mean, we don't know a lot of these names like very, very well, but, you know, for this being the co-main, I'm kind of surprised for it being under a Dos Anjos Fiziev. So I got Cal. I got Cal Barajo. He's definitely the favorite right now. I got him parlayed up with Michael Johnson and Malarkey to not go the distance. That's a plus 107 parlay on DraftKings. I put $10 on that. That's probably the biggest bet I put. $10 just to double that up. Just want to double it up real quick, you know. I like picking parlays to where I expect that shit to happen. Then the last fight, the main fight of the main card this weekend, we got Rafael Dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. I actually picked up Dos Anjos off the money line for this. That's it. Because he's a plus 175 money line underdog. It's a very, very tasty bet for Dos Anjos. Like,
definitely.
This is anybody's fight. I'm actually surprised to see it at a plus 175 for him. This is a very toss-up for me. So I just decided to throw the $5 on Dos Anjos. So that's it. I mean, you guys are all ready for your next UFC fight night. Dos Anjos versus Fiziev. This is going to be on July 10th, right? 9th. No, July 9th. So, you know, have fun watching that, guys. Don't forget to put in your bets. Let's see how these bets go down. Other than that, I mean, I think that ends her, guys. I think that's it. Let me know how you guys do on your bets. Let me know what you guys think about your fights. Follow me everywhere. Just hit the link below. Just hit my link tree. Rick G to Profit. Find me everywhere. Don't forget I'm opening up for Twista July 9th. When the fights are happening, actually. We're probably going to be watching them on a phone or something. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys watch this long, you guys are a fucking ride or die. Thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for the next episode. We look forward to breaking down Fiziev Dos Anjos next week and then going on from there, getting all this good current news. You guys want to say anything else before we jet up out of here?
I just wanted to give a quick little shout out to my barber, J.R. Sanchez.
Hey.
He's getting married Saturday. So
hey.
I got a busy day. I got to go to that wedding.
Oh,
and then
shit.
Once I get done with the wedding, I'll be going to the show. So
Dave's got a wedding, shows, fights. Damn.
Yeah.
This man's busy.
It's a bad time to be introverted.
What about you? What about you, Winston? Sorry, I burped.
Chilling.
Chilling? You're good?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing to say.
Yo, this has been Sports Champs, episode 3. Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.